All right, good morning. Last full day here. Sleeping last night was pretty good. That's where I slept. Where Mount Go slept. I got a little chilly last night, but not so chilly that we needed to fire up the old stove here. I'll step out here onto the porch. Get my rain jacket all hung up. We had us a little fire last night. Pretty much burn all that up. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do today. Friday traffic in Yellowstone proper was getting pretty bad yesterday, and I don't think there's a whole lot left, like highlight stuff to see in Yellowstone. So I think we might stick around the Tetons today, maybe do some stuff in town, get everything ready to depart early in the morning. So let's go. All right, check this out. What are you eating?
Breakfast burrito.
Breakfast burrito. Potatoes, sausage, egg, maybe some green peppers in there, a little cheese. I was getting ready, I was getting the stove out. I was going to make some boiled water for oatmeal. And the ladies from next door came over with a skillet and said they cooked too much food. So now, because of friendly neighbors, we're eating actual good food instead of well, I think that oatmeal is still in the Jeep, but shout out to friendly neighbors. Thank y'all. I didn't get your names or where you're from. Sorry, but thank you very much. Is it good?
Very good.
Sweet. Look at this. I just can't get enough of this view right here. Driving down the road, Teton Mountains to my right. It's amazing. It's our last full day here. Wait, where we're going here? Signal Mountain?
Yep. Correct.
Alright. Let's go see if we can find this Signal Mountain road to the Scenic Drive. That's the first thing on today's agenda that isn't an agenda.
Yep.
Look at it. Would you just look at it? Awesome. And I broke my GoPro last night, so if the footage is off, this video may not even come out. We'll see. Alright. Oh, wait. It's getting better. If you haven't already watched the other videos, I highly suggest that you do so. Lots of beautiful shots.
This is pretty cool last time, I remember.
All right, cruising along, we saw the Jackson Lake Dam and Reservoir. Mount Goat says there's a trail where you can walk the kind of the rim of the dam or along the edge of the reservoir. Get some,
It's like a point.
try to get some cool shots of the lake and the mountains for you. Always love a good informational placard. Pretty cool little spot. Alright, short little trail. Ends here with the sitting bench. You could just come down here and relax and enjoy the mountains. Beautiful. Chapel of the Sacred Heart. a heck of a view for church. Go to church and the view of God's amazing work.
Them ass 5 p.m.
What a beautiful place to go to church. Huh. All right, checked out the inside of the Chapel of the Sacred Heart. Signed the visitor book. So now I've signed the book of a church in Wyoming in the Grand Teton National Park. That's pretty cool. It was amazing inside, amazing views outside. I think the sign said what they actually do
Mass at
5 p.m. on Sunday.
Yep.
So I think it said Mass, so Catholic, if you're a Catholic, or go to a Mass Sunday at 5 right here at the Sacred Heart. Let's see if we can make it to Signal Point. All right, we're on the road to drive to the Signal, was it Signal Point or Signal Mountain?
Signal Mountain overlook.
Signal Mountain Summit. It's my understanding this road can get a little hairy, kind of narrow, lots of twists and turns. So let's, if we see anything fun on the way up, we'll show you, but if not, we'll see you at the top. Let's go.
Jackson Lake overlook, right?
All right, we made it to the parking area here at the summit. A little over 7,500 feet. The inspiration point on the trail after we got off the Jenny Lake shuttle boat. I kept calling it a shuttle bus in the other video, but shuttle boat. That big draw for tourists was 7,200 feet. So we're already higher than that. We're gonna walk out here to the overlook. I think there's two actually. I think there's an overlook for Signal Mountain, and then you said there was a Jackson Lake on the other side of the parking area?
This is Jackson Lake overlook, and it looks like there's something down there too.
Oh, maybe there's just one, but we'll walk up here and check it out.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at these wildflowers.
I think it's the best one so far, dude.
We're not even to the point yet.
Yeah.
Where we see the mountains. All right, let's get up here to the actual point and check it out. All right, that first stop was Jackson Lake Overlook. Once you leave there, you're gonna go about another mile or so down the road, and you'll be at the Signal Mountain Overlook, or Signal Point, maybe. Looks like they got a daggum cell tower up here. Cell phone working great up here. Let's see what this looks like. The road is pretty twisty, but it's not bad. I've been on worse roads driving in the Smokies. All right, we're to the end. Let's see. The butterflies flying around up here are amazing. Oakley would love this, all these butterflies. Mountains and the valley. All right, that's a pretty cool view. Beautiful. Saw a mule deer up there. We're gonna get back on the road and see what's next. Let's go. On the Jenny Lake Scenic Drive. It's a one-way for vehicles, and off of that is a nice little overlook. Let's check it out. Alright, if you didn't watch the first video, I highly recommend it, but this is where we started, the Jenny Lake Trailhead, and then we hiked up into the Grand Tetons and camped about 9 miles back in there, I think it was. I think the top of that mountain up there is right at almost 14,000 feet, and we were at right at 9,000 feet where we camped. Had a beautiful view of the opposite side of that, so definitely go check that video out. And this is where it started here at Jenny Lake. It's where you catch the shuttle boat across Jenny Lake to get into the mountains. You got a store, restrooms, all kind of stuff here, so come check them out. Alright, if you want to see what the stores and stuff look like at the Jenny Lake Trailhead, go back and watch the first video. We're about to walk in here and check out this. Oh look, it's a bronze moose. Big old moose. Wow, thank you. Cool. Yes. Look at this. How cool is this? So night one, we camped here near Gross Venture. And then night two, we camped up in the canyon over here. We'll check it out on the other side. I've had my feet in Jackson Lake. And Jenny Lake is what we went across in the tour boat or the shuttle boat. Yellowstone National Park. Been in there the last few days. Alright, so Jenny Lake, we came up.
Solitude.
And there's Lake Solitude, so we camped literally about right there, looking at the backside of that. That's pretty cool. Look at that, the floor is a screen. No mountain lion, no bobcat, no lynx. We did see a coyote yesterday in Yellowstone. No gray wolf, no red fox. But you know what? Yeah, that one print that we saw probably was this. So I remember I told you it's probably a coyote. It's too small for a wolf. This is cool, man.
Yeah, I like when the parks do these kind of things. Interpretive sites are always cool.
We did see that though.
Yeah.
A mama and two cubs. We saw elk. We saw bison. The auditorium. How about that? We saw this fella, the pronghorn. Well, that's, yeah. We saw whitetail deer. Yep, so pronghorn, saw a couple of those. Saw elk, none with a rack that good looking though.
I'm nearing here.
Pretty cool mountaineering setups. Wilderness itself is the basis of all our civilization. I wonder if we have enough reverence for life to concede to wilderness the right to live on. We saw a moose. How big that joker is. Let's see. I don't think we saw any of these things. We saw plenty of those little guys. That's a meerkat, right? That little thing? Is that what it says?
I think so.
I don't think we saw any of those. Saw plenty of these little chipmunks and birds.
There's a porch line.
Saw plenty of marmots. I had a camp of marmots. Look at the size of these bad boys. Bison skull. Those are just massive. I mean, these are cool though. But the moose antler is just huge. Alright, let's go and see what else they got. Alright, super cool visitor center. Definitely check that out if you come to the Tetons. Learn about some of the historical stuff that happened in the mountains here, the people that came before you, animals that you might encounter that live in this area. Just all around cool, good gift center as well. If you're looking for artwork and things like that, they got that stuff in there. But outside of that, get back on the road and find our next adventure. Let's go. Alright, you can't come to the Tetons without coming to the Mormon Row, where the most photographed barn in the world resides. And then I think actually right down there they say is the second most photographed barn. Let's go see what this little informational thing has to say about it. Alright, so we're new in Mormon Row. We're here at this house. And the actual most photographed one is down there. So we'll go down there in a minute after we check out this renewed area. Be a pretty amazing place to live with a view like this. Wouldn't this be an awesome place to live?
Yeah, I would say.
At least June to September.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put you guys away until we get to the other barn. I gotta take some pictures. Alright, across the street, got the mountains in the background on Mormon Row. Let's go see the most photographed barn in America. At least that's what they say. I've seen some with Ruby Falls painted on top of them in Tennessee. They've been photographed a lot too. Alright, let's go see it. Alright, there she is. The T.A. Molten Barn. Thomas Alma Molten Barn. The barn itself, not so spectacular, but the view, I'll give it to him. All right, we're headed into Jackson proper, Jackson Hole. Mountain Goat wanted to stop at the National Museum of Wildlife Art to get something for his missus.
Because I love my missus.
Check this moose out. That's pretty neat. Look at that bison. That's pretty neat. Oh, there's a mountain goat.
Yep. More sculptures on the other side.
All right. We'll look at these turkeys. Deer. Love a deer. Wild turkeys. Not to be confused with Wild Turkey 101. Good bourbon. All right, let's go in. I'm gonna cut you guys off. All right, just got back in the Jeep from the art museum. Mountain Goat was able to get his wife something nice that was made by a local artist, so she should enjoy that. Now let's go find something to eat. Really cool in there. If you're in the area and you have the opportunity to stop by and check it out, do so. But now I'm hungry, so let's go get something to eat.
Oh no. It's just a little tick.
Alright, so we came down to Jackson, right on the square, and ate at a place called Mary Piglet's. It was a Tex-Mex place. Fantastic. I'm not going to film anymore around the square of Jackson because I did that in the first video. So if you want to see about the square in Jackson, go watch the first video. We're going to cruise around a little bit more and see what else we can get into. Let's go. Alright, well, the ranger station was closed, but the visitor center for the National Elk Refuge in Greater Yellowstone says it's open. That'd be pretty cool to see in real life. A bear hunting them in elk.
Next to a river?
Next to a river. We should get the answer at the desk and ask what the plural for that is.
Termites. It's cool.
Look how big this thing is.
I'm 6'4". That's wild.
Yeah, that's a big animal.
That's a big animal.
The National Elk Refuge is huge.
Oh, so they are out in the mountains. I was right.
Cool artwork. Got the chandelier.
Spot scopes.
Yeah. This is about the size of that bear that crossed the street the other day.
Yeah. So he's about the same size.
Yeah. The viewing deck's pretty cool. I don't see any.
Probably up in the mountains looking at that thing said.
Yep. The National Elk Refuge. Don't see any out here. I would say they're way up here in the mountains.
Still beautiful though.
It is still beautiful, for sure. Alright, we made it back to Teton Park. First little place here is Dornan's, I think's how you say it. Just said dining, shops, restaurant. It's a gas station over here. Ice cream, adventure sports. There's an art shop and a fly shop. It's like a little micro city out here. Let's go check it out. My battery's about dead. My other ones are already packed away. So I'll let you know if it's any good when we get done. Alright, the little shops were cool. Now we're at Taggart Lake Trailhead. We're about to hike to Taggart Lake. I think it's let's see here. We're here. We go up to here, Taggart Lake, and then loop back around. So you're looking at, that's 1.6. You're looking at about what, two?
It's like 3 miles.
Okay, 2.5, 3 miles, all in all. If we want, we can go up here and hit this other little spur and hit Bradley Lake and Taggart Lake.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see how we feel when we get up there.
Trail detour.
All right, let's go. All right, we're on the trail to go see Taggart Lake. And I just want to go on record. Earlier, when we were at the Wildlife Museum, I took the elevator because I didn't feel like dealing with the stairs. Now, look at this. It's been all uphill. I'm out of breath, sweating. What do you got to say for yourself, sir?
Blame all trail.
Hopefully it's a really good view once we get to the lake. Let's see. All right, I think we're probably like half a mile or so from the lake. I just had to show you this again. What a daggum view while hiking. Oh, would you just look at it? All right, see you at the lake. All right. We made it to Taggart Lake. We finally made it to a lake that wasn't frozen. I think we're gonna have to get in just for a second.
I think I was taking.
All right, I got the little piggies out. About to put them in the water, see how this feels.
It's cold.
Oh, yeah. I'd say that's about as cold as the old cold pool at the hot springs place yesterday. Uncle got his little piggies in.
Yep.
We got up here, there somebody said that there was a moose that swam across the lake over on that far corner, but we can't see it. All right. Kind of cool being in an alpine lake with a view like this. Here we are, enjoying Taggart Lake. Feels good when you're in it. A little chilly. I don't know, I'd say it's probably like, I don't know, what was that yesterday, 66?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably 70.
Yeah, it's a little warmer than the cold pool yesterday. Either way, feels great. See you guys later. All right, we're right here, back almost to the parking lot, to the trailhead for Taggart Lake. It was beautiful. I wish we could have seen that moose that those people were talking about, but too far away. Either way, still cool to know that he was out there swimming in the same lake that we were standing in. I didn't bring any clothes to swim, so I was just standing in it. Met some really cool folks on our walk back. Older couple. Did you get their names? I didn't get their names. I'm sorry, I didn't get their names, but really cool. They're visiting all kind of national parks, had visited all kind of national parks already. Sounds like they live in Florida, so they visit a lot of the parks and state parks around our area back in Tennessee, so that's really cool. So if you end up watching this video, sorry I didn't get your names, but you were awesome. Thanks for chatting with us on the walk back. And now that we're almost back to the parking lot, I think we're gonna head back to camp. Make sure everything's ready to go because we're leaving early in the morning to get back home. Gotta get to my kiddos. Let's go. All right, we just got done eating dinner. We went to the little pizzeria inside the, what was that? The John Coulter restaurant. Yesterday we went to the restaurant side. It was actually pretty good. Today we went to the pizzeria side. Thumbs down. I would 10 out of 10 not recommend the pizzeria. So if you're staying at Coulter Bay, go to the restaurant. Don't go to the pizzeria. Just my opinion. But outside of that, I think we're about to get back to camp. Get everything packed up and ready to go. We're going to leave in the morning. So I think we're going to end the video here. Been a great day. Saw Lake Taggart. The mountains were beautiful again. Visited, I think, all the little shops and things that are around the Tetons. It's just hard to beat the view. So, if you got a view like that, it's not a bad life. It's a dad life. Let's go.